Hello my beautiful love goods and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I am building another tiny house, and this one is another tiny house. So I am building for the Pancakes today. If you don't know who the Pancakes are, it's a family from the base game that consists of Bob and Eliza Pancakes. I think they're trying to kind of imply that they're like a little bit similar to the newbies from The Sims 1. They're not the same, of course, but they are kind of sort of a spiritual successors, if you could say that. So yeah, and if you didn't play the Sims 1, Bob and Betty Newbie were the first Sims that you play in The Sims 1 as the tutorial. Yeah, they're a cute little couple, but they're not really anything like Bob and Eliza, but they kind of have that same dynamic. But yeah, I wanted to build a new house for the Pancakes because their original house was ugly. Like, that is an objective fact. It was just a hideous house. The decoration was awful. The placement was awful. The exterior, awful. Everything about it was just bad. The back garden, probably the best part. So I wanted to build them a new house, and this one is of course a tier 3 tiny house, so it's a small house and it is just at 100 tiles. But I absolutely love this house because I decided to make it orange. I love this siding. It's from the base game, and I believe this entire build is base game only. Yes, it is. The entire build is base game only, so you will be able to download this without having any CC mods, DLC whatsoever, and you can do so by going to the gallery and searching my username lukeydean, that is LUKEYDEAN, and the hashtag Lukey if you want to look it up that way. But yeah, I absolutely love this house. It is a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom house, and I actually furnished it so that they would be prepared for a toddler. So if you didn't want to move in, these Pancakes, you can move in the new Pancakes, essentially, from the gallery, because EA actually made the Pancakes again, but they had them have a child. So it was Iggy Pancakes. So yeah, if you want to put them in this house, you can. But so yeah, it is a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom house, and I really like it. It's a similar floor plan to the last tiny house that I actually built. I kind of like that though, because it kind of feels like maybe the same company built it. It's a similar but not the same floor plan. It's just kind of a slightly different variation of it, and I still kept it. I gave it a carport there. I thought that was kind of realistic, and this car that I'm placing is actually from the base game, and it is a not functional car, but it's there for the aesthetic. So I really like how it looks there. But anyways, how are you all? I hope you all are doing well. I actually just got off work and I just had some dinner, and I'm gonna get this video done, and I actually have to record something else tonight for tomorrow. Or is this for tomorrow? Yes, this video this video is for tomorrow, and I have to record something for your tomorrow. So my tomorrow after that, yeah, I don't really know either, but the day after tomorrow for me, tomorrow for you all. So yeah, I'm trying to kind of stay pretty consistent with these videos. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun with these tiny houses. It's really fun to explore the Sims characters and try to kind of tell their story through their house a bit more, because I've always found that I really enjoy like making stories with my Sims. And obviously gameplay is not my favorite aspect of The Sims 4. I enjoy it once in a while, but it's never something that can really grab me and keep me going for a long time. So what I do is I tell my stories and my ideas through building houses. And I thought with this one, they decided to downsize because they thought if they wanted to have a child, having that big expensive house was just a little bit excessive, and so they decided to downsize and build a smaller house. Maybe they reuse the materials from the house that they lived in originally, and they just kind of knocked some of it down because it was maybe damaged or old or something like that. But I really love the style that I went with, because I kind of went with a sort of contemporary kind of typical suburban house, but I added a few little modern, kind of mid-century modern elements, like the color scheme in here. Yeah, the walls are like this soft yellow color, but you have the oranges and the greens here just kind of pop against that. I don't know, I really liked it, and with that orangey floor, I think it all worked really nicely. And I love all the white furniture too. I used a lot of modern white furniture, and it actually fit really nicely in here. It was a nice bit of contrast against all that, rich saturated colors. But yeah, and here I am just using the OMSP shelf. This is a shelf by the amazing CC creator, Picture Amoeba. They actually made this shelf specifically so that you can clutter surfaces a little bit easier. It's really cool because it has a lot of slots on it, like a lot of slots. It has like 100, and a lot more items in the catalog fit on that shelf. So you can use that combined with move objects to clutter surfaces a lot more. It's super handy if the item you're trying to clutter either has terrible slots or not enough, or maybe it doesn't have any at all. So you can clutter like the top of refrigerators, coffee tables, just everything. So it's a super handy shelf. I will leave a link down below to the actual shelf download that you can, pick up for yourself. I never leave it in my builds, so you don't have to worry about leaving it in yours either. But I will also leave a link down below, as well as in the iCard, for the tutorial that I uploaded quite some time ago, but it's still very much the same, concept. You kind of place an item, but basically you take that OMSP shelf, you line it up with the surface that you want to clutter kind of to the side, and then you move the item, then you put the items that you want to clutter, you put the item on the shelf. You know what, go watch the video. That'll be a better explanation, is actually seeing it done, because I don't know why I'm trying to explain it, because that defeats the purpose of, telling you all to go watch the video. But anyways, yeah, it's been a while since I've uploaded that, but it's still really accurate. So yeah, I tried using modern cabinets in this kitchen just because I wanted to change it up, but it just wasn't cutting it for me. I just wasn't liking it. This, cabinet here, this swatch with this, countertop, just I really like it with a lot of my builds. And I actually think that this is similar to what I used in the pancake house renovation that I did a long time ago. It's actually been not that long, but I did actually renovate the pancakes house. So if you want to go check out that video, I'll also leave it in the iCard as well as in the description down below. It's a really fun house build that I did. I loved doing that one. It was a base game only renovation, but I absolutely love the transformation that I did with it. It kind of was amazing. And I haven't used this little statue here. It's of a pig in a chef's outfit. I haven't used that in such a long time, and I just thought of it to the day that I was recording this. I just thought of it and I was like, oh my gosh, this is perfect. I haven't used this in a long time. It's so cute. So yeah, but the kitchen is pretty nice. I didn't use the expensive stove just because, my goodness, the most expensive stove is 13,000 simoleons, which is kind of ridiculous. The one that they had previously was just about like 3,000. I can't remember how much it was exactly, but it was the other grayish kind of stainless steel looking one from the base game. It did not fit the kitchen whatsoever, so I just placed that cheapy one. Bob might not like that very much just because he's a foodie, but he can just get over it. It's okay. Like he can deal with it, So yeah, I like this house though. It's a nice little simple realistic house to me. That's what I really like about doing these types of houses like this size, because they feel realistic. Because tiny houses, they're real, of course, like people actually live in tiny houses, but not everyone does. A lot of people kind of live in houses maybe around this size, maybe a little bigger, maybe a little smaller, but these are about the average size home that you would expect, at least maybe here in America, or maybe in my area specifically. There is, quite big houses here, but this is much more humble and realistic to me, at least. So let me know what you think. But anyways, I like this little office space here. I cluttered up some shelves and gave them some books, and the little robot head there is just a cute little touch. I really like that little office space there. I just thought it would be nice to put it there just to kind of give them like some kind of functional space there, because otherwise it was just like a weird entryway where it was just like going to be a rug. So I thought this made a lot of sense. The only thing I didn't actually do with this build that I did in the last tiny house is in that build, I actually added a hallway that led to the carport. I thought that was kind of realistic. I didn't do it this time though. It's obviously not, functional, so it doesn't really matter, but I kind of wish I had at the same time. It would have been nice, but there really wouldn't have been a whole lot of room then, so yeah, I guess it was a bit of a trade-off. But anyway, the bathroom, it's a bathroom. Nothing special or fancy about it, let's be honest. It's bigger than the last one, though. I really, really like the size and the functionality of that one. And plus, they're going to have a toddler, so having a bathtub is kind of essential. But yeah, here is the toddler bedroom. I really love this little bedroom. I love the wallpaper that I use. This is from base game. It was one of those like patched in wallpapers, and I hadn't used this swatch before, so I decided to give it a try, and I really, really like it. It's a nice little touch. It's kind of bright and white, and it's got like a few touches of color. It's very soft. It's kind of perfect for like a toddler's bedroom, I think. So, and I kept it pretty generic, color wise. You can kind of basically customize it however you want it to look. I don't know what I was trying to say there, but anyways, and the bedroom there is pretty simple too, like the master bedroom. The master bedroom's pretty simple as well. I kind of think it's the least nice room in this house, to be honest. It's kind of whatever. I don't know. It was kind of hard to figure out what I wanted in that bedroom because I tried using like this modern bed, and I don't really like how it looks, but it's just the one I picked because the bedding was nice, but the frame was hideous. You know what base game bed I'm talking about. It's that one with that weird curvy modern one that it's just not it. I don't like it. And yeah, I was having trouble figuring out what color I wanted to use in this bedroom too. It's just, I don't know. It was like, do I use blue? Do I use yellow again? What do I do? I think I eventually just settle and use yellow again because I couldn't decide, and any other color just was not matching the rest of the house's vibe enough for me. So yeah, I used this ugly bed here. I hate the frame. That bedding is quite nice, and I tried to use a dresser to kind of cover it, but there was nothing that's gonna help that. It's just not, like, even trying to tuck it into the wall doesn't work. It's just bad. We're just gonna ignore it and go on. Yeah, like that's just how it's gonna be. I did use some of the items from their catalog, like their household inventory. My goodness, I can't speak today. It's been like that all day. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I tried using like those lamps are from their inventory, or at least they were ones that were the same as the ones they had. I could have bought more. I don't remember really too much, but yeah, I like their little bedroom though. It's functional. I like building with the base game too, because I almost feel like base game tends to be a bit more realistic sometimes. Like, I know that sounds weird, but like some of the items in the Sims 4 base game, like it was made during a time whenever they were kind of but they were going about it with a different approach in mind than they were now. So it's kind of interesting. I don't know. I just thought of that, but yeah, and here I am working on the exterior. I decided to give Eliza a nice little back garden. I think that this is where the house shines, especially because you know Eliza. She wants to be wealthy. She wants a nice house, and obviously her house is pretty small here, so it doesn't really fit the vibe that she's kind of going for. So she's focusing on the garden in the back to kind of make up for that, and I really, really like it. She's got plenty of planter pots. She's got an easel and a woodworking bench, but then there's also that beautiful, is it a pergola? Yes, it's a pergola. I love that. It's such a pretty item. They actually patched that in fairly recently. I think it was for like Hispanic Heritage Month, if I'm not mistaken. There was a lot of items not a lot, but they added quite a few items into the game for that reason, and they're really, really nice items. I feel like they were, pretty nice, and just they added a lot of stuff to the base game. Honestly, it's pretty cool. And I hope they continue doing that, at least for the rest of the Sims 4 life. Sims 4 The Sims for life. That sounds weird saying it that way, but you know what I mean. Like, I just hope that they continue doing that until they kind of start to kind of move on to The Sims 5. If that's ever going to be a thing, I'm not even sure. I kind of hope it doesn't come too soon, let's be honest. But at the same time, I don't know. It's kind of hard because I really love building in this game and I don't think I'll ever stop. Depends on how it is in The Sims 5. I don't know, but let me know your theories about that in the comments. That would be kind of fun to talk about. The Sims 5 is, it's daunting. I don't know. It's just a new game and new everything. It's a lot for me. But anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this build though. If you did, please let me know in the comments down below. Let me know who else you want to see in this series. I've been actually writing all these down in a spreadsheet so that I can remember them in the future. But yeah, I love you all so much. Be sure to take care of yourselves. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay hydrated. And yeah, please hit the like button. It shows a lot of support for the channel, as well as subscribe if you're new. That's definitely something that helps out the channel even more. And yeah, I love you all so much. Thank you all so very much for watching. Stay weird and beware of the nargles.
I can't believe you love me. I just feel so lucky. Still can't believe you love me. I hope it never ends. Let's be more than friends. Yeah. You know I'm here to stay every single day.